thank you all from the bottom of our heart. Elizabeth and I will both be speaking and introducing people. People have asked, who's doing the ceremony? And we said, we are, with the help of some beautiful friends who will be sharing themselves also. So we want to start the ceremony with our dear friend Victoria, who plays native flute to just create the, not that this space isn't already outrageous, but to offer her piece. Now, I want to introduce Eric to those of you who don't know Eric. Eric came from Santa Cruz. We've known each other about 22 years. Many journeys of all kinds. Can you find another market like this? Where for your one rose, you get hundreds of rose gardens. For one seed, you get the whole wilderness. For one weak breath, the divine wind. You have been fearful of being absorbed by the ground or drawn up into the air. Now your water bead lets go and falls into the ocean, where it came from. It no longer has the form that it had, but the essence is the same. It is still water. When the ocean comes to you as a lover, marry at once, quickly. For God's sake, don't postpone it. Existence has no greater gift. This giving up is not a repentance. It is a deep honoring of yourself. No amount of searching can find this. A perfect falcon, for no reason, has landed on your shoulder and become yours.
Our dear beloved friend Myron. And Myron, I've known for just a few years now, but it feels like forever. And Myron has such a beautiful, great heart. He does a lot of ceremonies himself. And I feel very blessed to have him here and to do his offering to us.
You have done a lot of the inner work. You've recovered from a lot of the woundings, and you have your identity, and so now you can really move forward freely and let the dance be exuberant. I know that each of you sees the sacred in absolutely everything that is. There is no difference between the secular and sacred for you. It is all sacred. And you both have the gift of seeing the light, not only in everyone, but in everything. So sitting here, being blessed by the people, but also being blessed by the trees, being blessed by the mountains, being blessed by all life that is here. You know, you were perfectly happy being single. And yet, you know, when you make this commitment and when we do a ceremony, something shifts in a profound way. So your relationship will go to a whole new octave after today, after this ritual, and after being held and loved by this extraordinary group of people. It really will be time for you to move forward ecstatically. I know that each of you also has come to the point where you have overcome the illusion of separateness, overcome the illusion of control, let go of the burden of personal significance. And so with that kind of lightness of heart, you could just play forever together, you know? And absolutely, both of you being so creative, you will find all kinds of ways to do that. I know that you will, despite the closeness that will come to you, you will leave spaces in which you can come to one another as strangers. You know? Really as strangers. Like you can get up, Richard, and say, who is this beautiful woman? And that allows her to unfold in her way that day, in that moment. And so I bless your marriage because I know it's going to have all of these wonderful elements in it. And that together, there's just no stopping you. The other thing I want to mention about both of you and why it gives me such pleasure to bless your marriage is your dedication to service. Having found profound joy in yourself in the everyday, having found profound joy in just taking it as it is, not making any demands on it, just saying, this is it today. I'm going to take this in, and this is going to bring me joy, no matter what that is. This moment is going to be really expansive, but I'm going to stay in this moment. And having found that, you know, the heart leads us to say, help others. Offer your services. Be available. And that's what you both are. You open your hearts and you're available and you help us all. So I bless your work. I bless your play. I bless your intimacy. I bless everything about you and both and each as you move into this new phase of your life.
About 4 months ago, this wonderful man came to one of my ceremonies, who was an old friend of a good friend. And we connected for the first time over tea. He says, I don't know what I'm getting into here. And he was right. But we'd gotten to know each other a little bit. And then he came again to a very special ceremony when a very dear part of our community had passed away that very day. And Christopher was there at that ceremony. Everybody else knew each other except Christopher. And he brought this amazing instrument. And he asked if he could play it. I go, sure, I'll tell you when. And, he played a couple of tones, and I thought, oh, yeah, this has got to be good. But then, later on, he played, and we were all absolutely floored. And so when we planned this ceremony, it just kept coming back to me. Have Christopher play. What a gift this is.
Lucky we all are to bear witness to this marriage of Richard and Elizabeth coming together. And I know you're just touching all of us, your community, all the world really. And it's just so all interconnected. So what a delight to witness this joining together, coming together in love. So when Richard and Elizabeth come together in love, I feel it's like we're really all coming together in love. It's just love touching love. We're one big love bubble. So you both asked me for a blessing, but I feel really you're blessing us with your love. So I try to bless. Because you were so blessed with the gift already of meeting each other, like love meeting love. And when love meets love, it's like we get this first taste of the possibility of love. And then it's really up to us if we live that love. You know, we have the free choice, and you took that choice to live this love. And that takes courage. And courage, even though it's very, very natural to live as love, you know, it takes courage. And courage comes from le cœur, and le cœur is the heart. So it's the heart and the heart coming together. So this love is already rubbing off on all of us. And so you're two people that have matured into your own being and your own beauty. And I know not only it's rubbing off on us, but it's rubbing off on all beings in all realms through space and time. So sacred marriage is a blessed act of love. It takes maturity to be and stay as love, to deeply knowing I am love and you are love too. We're the same love. And then to live as that. That takes, again, courage to stand as that. So I want to take a moment, I want to ask you all to take a moment that we can bless Elizabeth and Richard together. So why don't you take a moment and just drop into your heart and feel this love right now in your heart. And then let's together extend our hearts, arms and bodies, and embrace Elizabeth and Richard right now. And send them our love, our blessings, through our skin, our eyes, our toes. So that they, from the deepest place within you, so that they know in the deepest place within them that you're so loved by all of us. Not just now, but always. And that even when you go through challenging times, you will remember this circle of people here blessing you. So take a moment to take in this love and let yourself be touched by this love. And let's just all of us together sing, bless this love. Bless this love. Bless this love. Bless this love. May you wake up in the morning and know this love within. And then turn around in your bed and find that love without in form. And be touched and touch. And take that with you through the day and keep on touching without doing anything. And then go to bed and kiss each other. And fall and stay as that love. At the heart of sacred marriage is the intention and commitment to awaken fully to our divine nature and to becoming one in that. We become one through realizing the unity of all apparent dualities, masculine, feminine, form, formlessness, humanity, divinity, just all within ourselves, which then naturally creates the recognition of that same unity within relationship. In such a sacred partnership, two souls come together in dedication to what is most true and allow that to guide your marriage. So as this process evolves, a sacred partnership reaches a point of maturation and fruition that naturally expresses a sincere desire to offer what has been realized to others. The deepening understanding of our true unity allows the illusion of a separate self and all the fears to dissolve and be replaced by selfless love and spontaneous compassion and service. So the coming together, Elizabeth and Richard, the coming together of both of you, has created something that's greater than each of you individually and greater than the relationship even itself. Such union is a luminous blessing radiating out and inspiring all on whom it shines. So may this sacred marriage be consecrated to the light for the benefit of all beings. Just.
Advice does not help lovers. They are not the kind of mountain stream that you can build a dam across. The intellectual does not know what the drunk is feeling. Don't try to figure what those lost inside of love will do next. One tries to dig a hole through a mountain. One laughs at famous mustaches. One flees from academic honors. Someone in charge would give up all of their power for one whiff of the wine musk where the lovers are doing who knows what. Life freezes if it does not get a taste of this almond cake. The stars get up every night, bewildered in love. They would grow tired with that revolving if they weren't. They'd say,
how long do we have to do this? God picks up this reed flute world and blows. Each note is a need coming through one of us, a passion, a longing pain. Remember the lips where the wind breath originates. Be your note. Don't try to end it. I will show you how it is enough. Go up at night onto your roof in this city of the soul. Let everyone climb on their roofs and sing. Sing loud. This marriage be wine with halva, honey dissolving in milk. This marriage be the fruit and shade of a date tree, women laughing together for days on end. This marriage a sign for us to study, this marriage beauty, this marriage the full moon in a light blue sky, this marriage this silence, fully mixed with spirit.
And so I've never actually experienced Tori teaching formally. Not that she's going to be teaching us anything, but she's certainly going to be sharing with us the beauty of who she is. And for that, Elizabeth and I are very grateful. So I give you my dear friend Tori Capron.
So I was waiting until Spirit came to tell me what I was to say. And unfortunately, Spirit didn't come until 4 a.m. this morning. So I'm not as familiar with what I wanted to say as I kind of had hoped. So I will be doing some reading. So Marlies spoke so beautifully about the absolute aspect of love and relationship. And my offering is to speak to the relative aspect, to the deep down, dirty, nitty-gritty aspect of being a human being in relationship. So I see this as a ritual more than a ceremony. So a ceremony is safe, comfortable, orienting. We are a spectator. It upholds social convention, and we all come away relatively intact. But a ritual, on the other hand, is a journey. It's risky. It invites the unconventional. It involves our emotions, our participation. It may be disorienting and actually uncomfortable because it is so real and so true, and we come away changed in some unknown way. So we have to be unconventional, undomesticated, and maybe even a little wild. So can we all agree that this is a ritual, not a ceremony? So when you live with someone, there can be continuous, mind-blowing irritation. And often this irritation arises when you try to replace your partner with a projection of a partner. And we often prompt the other with the correct lines for their role, and unfortunately, they just don't always get into character. And this is so irritating. So you always have the opportunity to choose between who your partner is and who you sort of hope they were. You always have the opportunity to throw away the script and absolutely improvise. To remember that both of your jobs is to be completely, fully who you are, and to allow all the joy, all the awe, all the disappointment, and the irritation you feel towards your partner's full, ever-changing self to be your window of your awakening. Your partner's job is to keep letting you know just how different they are from your projection. Oh, what a gift! So love does not arise, abide, or dissolve in connection with any particular feeling. It actually has almost nothing to do with feeling. Love is a container in which we live. Through time and riding mysterious waves of passion, aggression, and ignorance, we start to experience to live within the container of love itself. So each time you open, extend yourself, go for some new way that's not the old familiar habitual pattern, when you accept what is being offered to you, or step beyond your comfort zone and embrace yourself, your humanity, the other, and their humanity, the structure of love is reinforced. Your relationship will then give you love instead of you trying to stay in love. So marriage is an initiation, a remembering of our truest selves that takes place through the navigation of the details of everyday life. It's this everyday married life which becomes the cauldron into which we are immersed, to boil, to blanch, and loosen our undersized, self-centered skin. And it is this continual cooking and on-the-job learning that allows us our new fresh hides, the strong skins of potential and of mature beauty to become resilient enough to withstand the rigors and ecstasies of this strange new life. So the truth of any relationship is that it is going to end. Hello can only mean goodbye. The deeper you fully know this super edgy fact, the more you can more passionately accept the love and the hate that arises between you. Because of the fact that your relationship will end someday, and most likely through the death for the two of you. Every time your love expands by a molecule, it grows a same-sized molecule of sorrow. The more you love, the more edgier it all can become. And when it becomes more edgy, the more courage that is needed. I know you both have that quality of that courage. So often in marriage, we lose our wildness and become very domesticated. Domesticity is such a beautiful, nourishing, grounding, protective thing. And there is a difference between domesticity and becoming domesticated. Always remember your own and each other's wildness. You can't try to be wild, because if you do, you are just domesticating it. You have to just keep feeling it, touching it, being your wildness. Don't get lackadaisical in your marriage around your wildness. Allow the beautiful aspect of domesticity to be there without trying to domesticate each other. This is for all of us. Yes. Don't go to sleep. Keep the mystery, the unknown, first and foremost in your hearts and behaviors towards your own inner life and your partner. You've got to know how to fight well, how to make love well. Be so unbelievably humble that you always go towards the seed of truth about you, even if it is horribly embarrassing. For every conflict is your doing in some way. Own it without blame. Just absolute integrity born out of wild abandon, because you know you have absolutely nothing to lose. Our shadows are so slippery. And when we let our shadows rule, we try to domesticate each other because it is just so damn scary. Be wild in absolute integrity. Keep finding your authentic wildness, authenticity, creativity, and chew on the marrow of life. This is the beauty of your humanity. So I was supposed to be giving an offering. So when we really offer with our whole selves, with all of our wildness, we have to kind of get over ourselves, because it's actually truly a letting go. An offering feels like a relief because we get so real. So in Tibetan Buddhism, we offer a lot. We offer to the awakened ones, to the protectors, to the primordial voice within all of us, and to the earth, the six directions, and to the sacred cosmos. There is the outer offering, the inner offering, and the secret offering. So then, since this is a ritual and not a ceremony, I would like this to be participatory offering, be a participatory offering to you, with you, and to the holy. So we're going to start with the outer offering. So we're all going to participate with you in offering our bodies, our humility, our humanity, our wildness, our fallibility, our messiness, our creativity, our willingness, our unfathomable beauty, our love, our struggles, our desire to control, the mystery of relationship, everything, to the earth, for she is our greatest witness and our greatest teacher of complete acceptance. So we will witness you first, and then we will join you. And how this looks is, I'm going to ask you to kneel on the earth and to touch your forehead to her. And when you do this, just offer yourself completely to the perfection of your totalness. Whatever is unresolved or resolved in your heart and your mind, whatever your longings and hopes. And could we all now join them and touch our foreheads to the earth with our truth and our humanity. It's a marriage blessing by Edward Abbey. May your trails be crooked, winding, lonesome, dangerous, leading to the most amazing view. May your mountains rise into and above the clouds. May your rivers flow without end, meandering through pastoral valleys, tinkling with bells, past temples and castles and poets' towers, into dark primeval forests where tigers belch and monkeys howl, through miasmal and mysterious swamps, and down into deserts of red rock, blue mesas, domes, and pinnacles, and grottos of endless stone, and down again into a deep, vast, ancient, unknown chasm where bars of sunlight blaze on profiled cliffs, where deer walk across the white sand, where storms come and go as lightning clangs upon the high crags, where something strange and more beautiful and more full of wonder than your deepest dreams waits for you, beyond that next turning of the canyon wall. And finally, I offer you the traditional Buddhist kata, which is offered to mark the transition from one mystery to another mystery. It is to say, welcome, you have arrived, and you are so loved. And may the journey be grand. So I will come to each of you and offer it around your neck, and we will touch our foreheads, for it is the transmission of one mystery to another mystery. So if you could stand.
I would like to introduce Celeste and Michael. And we had the privilege, where are they? They didn't leave today. We had the honor and the privilege to be at their wedding. And it was so amazingly gorgeous. And they were the ones that helped us to understand that you can actually create your own wedding and really do it yourself. And at the wedding, they had this beautiful ribbon ceremony that was performed by a very dear friend of theirs.
So this is a Celtic ritual. And it's called the Ribbons of Intention. And part of the power of this particular ritual is that it's through the body. And first of all, we just feel so honored being asked to perform this for you. We've just loved witnessing the opening of your journey of love together. So thank you. So we picked a particular ribbon style on purpose. Can you hold that, baby? And I want to just show it because it has space. And the space is the openness and the spontaneity and the flexibility of love, of your love. So we'd like you to put your hands together with each other, just one. Okay, and then have it up so we can put the ribbons in between your fingers, yes. Okay.
Richard and Elizabeth, I place the ribbon symbolizing the intention of acceptance. Acceptance of each other and whatever this mystery of life provides for you.
Richard and Elizabeth, Elizabeth and Richard. I place the ribbon symbolizing the intention of allowing each of you to be who you are and allowing life to unfold in its own way. Richard, this is the ribbon of unconditional love I'd like you to weave all of these intentions with. And last but not least, you may kiss each other as a covenant of this ceremony and ritual. And we were at Richard's home, and it was early evening, and we decided to go down and just be on the land a little bit, and we started to take photos. Next thing we knew, Richard's on bended knee. And he's saying, very sweetly, Elizabeth, will you marry me? And Elizabeth looks down and says, is this it?
So Richard asked again. And again, Elizabeth looked at him and said, is this it?
Is this it?
And it took a couple times until she finally acknowledged and said, yes, she would.
I tell you simply, I'm falling for you. I never felt this way before. I don't need flowers and I don't mind tears. I just need you through the years. And you're my lover and I am your friend. We've got laughter to share. I'll always want you to want me. I'll always want you to care. We can't be one, but two is fine with me. You've got your time and I've got mine. I don't want you under my hand. I just need you to understand. I tell you simply, I'm falling for you. I never felt this way before. I don't need flowers and I don't mind tears. I just need you. My beloved, there really is a sweetness about coming together at this, in the fall of our lives, really. Because this is, you know, in meeting you at this time, we know we don't have 50 years together. We're not going to have children, even though you tell people that I'm pregnant. I mean, this is really true. It's a reality, but because of the shortness of it, there's something that's so sweet about it. Because every moment becomes precious. Because I know it's not going to go on forever. So every moment with you is absolutely precious. So I wanted this ceremony not to just be about us. And I'm so glad that our wonderful congregation of people, is that what you say?
Community.
Community of people were here to witness this and to be part of it. It feels so blessed that all of you are here. Just so blessed. So I feel so lucky right now that I found you. I have never, ever experienced such love in my life. I felt so completely held and nurtured and supported. You're so easy to love because you are so loving, and not just with me, but just with everyone. And that's what I love the most about you, is that you are so loving to others. I love all the close friends that you have. I love that you have close female friends and that you see them and you share your love with them. I just feel so blessed to be with you. And I'm so grateful that you did so much work on yourself. Oh my God, you know, it's like Richard truly is one of the clearest beings I've ever met in my whole life. There's no projection going on, and there's no need for me to be a certain way. So I'm so deeply grateful to you. And words really fail here. Because it's what I feel in my union with you is really what I feel in union with my own spirit. And that I really feel that in us being a sacred couple, we really do serve as just doing that. And so I'm so happy that I have such a wonderful being to be able to do that with. You astound me. Always. And you take my breath away. And you make me cry. Because you're so beautiful. Thank you. So I always vow to be your very best friend. To stand by your side in adversity. To tell you the truth no matter how uncomfortable it is for me. To be your support on a daily basis. To always allow you to move in the direction of love. To listen to the quiet whisperings of my own soul and be truthful to you. To always honor and support you. To always save the skin from chicken for you. And to always save the skin from my fish for you too. And to always make you laugh. My love.
Not even going to try and compete with that. What can I say about Elizabeth that she didn't just already say with her whole soul? Elizabeth is so coming to the game, so willing to risk and play fiercely. And she has the sweetest heart of any human being possible. I feel totally safe with you. I've never felt so loved. This is all extemporaneous, by the way. It was a very mysterious way of meeting Elizabeth. 4 years ago we met. And I called her up the next morning and said, "Are you single?" And she said, "Yes." And then she said, "But I'm in a relationship." So I went from here to here. I thought, well, how am I going to salvage this now? But we became friends. And there came a time when we came together and said, this feels like a real powerful thing. And we weren't intimate for 6 weeks while she checked me out to make sure that I was who she was projecting me as. Luckily, those projections matched. So I am grateful beyond words to be standing in this ceremony, fully present, with my dearest community of friends and family. My first wedding, this is my second wedding. My first wedding was 38 years ago, and I was not present at all for it. This is the best day of my life. And this song that she sang is one of my favorite songs. I had no idea what she was going to sing. It never would have occurred to me that she would sing that song. And this dress, which was like, you know, FBI type security, that I would not see it. So beautiful. So I have some vows here that are written in a bigger font than yours. I want to make sure. You know, I thought I could do it like this, but who wants to squint? Beloved Elizabeth, you and I met 4 years ago, and I am so grateful to you and life itself to have met you and to make this commitment of marriage with you. I feel so fortunate to know you and have this deep, intimate, loving experience which we share. I love the way you love me. You are such a deeply loving soul and friend to many. I so respect your commitment and support of others. I love your sense of humor and are frequently losing it in laughter. You are truly a comic genius. Often unintentionally. Which is the best of all. I vow to always love you, communicate completely, and hide nothing from you, except surprises. You are the heart of my heart. I am so grateful for all that you are. I will always be honest with you. I will take care of you, watch over you, and always support you. Whatever happens in our life, I promise to be your devoted lover, friend, and partner as long as we live. I make this sacred commitment in the presence of our dear friends, family, and community. That's it.
May this ring be always the symbol of the unbroken circle of your love.
May this ring always be the unbroken circle of our love.
Listen. May this ring be always the symbol of the unbroken circle of our love.
May this ring be always the symbol
of the unbroken circle.
Of the unbroken circle freely given has no beginning and no end. Love freely given has no beginning and no end. And Richard, love freely given has no giver and no receiver.
Love freely given has no giver and no receiver.
And together, we are each the giver and each the receiver.
We are each the giver and each the receiver.
And if you would change hands and go the other direction, and just repeat after Michael.
May this ring always call to mind.
May this ring always call to mind
The freedom and the power of this love.
the freedom and the power of this love.
And make his her again.
Break felt your smile widen beneath your petals, and I fell back into this love of mine. Back into this love of mine. Back into this love. We discovered the world beneath our weather and the sweetness of the rain falling down. We discovered that this love is everywhere, and we don't have to part our hearts to become aware. And I took the chance to let you in, and you erased my false beliefs in sin, and I felt my smile widen beneath my boundaries, and I fell deeper into this love, this love of mine. Deeper into this love of mine. Deeper into this love. We discovered the world beneath our weather and the sweetness of the rain falling down. We discovered that this love was always there, even when we were so scared. And we discovered the world beneath our weather and the sweetness of the rain falling down. We discovered that this love is everywhere, and our hearts have always been aware. So now I take the chance to breathe you in. Ooh, such a sweet romance between old kin. And I feel that smile widen beneath the boundaries, and I fall back into one.